Al Capone wasn't just the king of Chicago's underworld. He was the king of the dinner table. Behind the Tommy guns and bootleg liquor, Capone lived for food. Spaghetti feasts in Little Italy, midnight steaks at hidden speakeasies, even humble bowls of soup he served to the poor. Every dish had a story of power, family, and survival in Roaring Twenties Chicago. And here's the twist. Some of Capone's favorite meals are still around today. But back then, what cost a nickel might run you $20 now. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the most feared gangster in America actually ate, and which of those meals you could still order tonight. 1. Spaghetti with walnut sauce. In the smoky backrooms of Chicago's Little Italy, Capone's men weren't always eating heavy steaks or expensive cuts of meat. Sometimes the boss ordered something simple but unforgettable: spaghetti with walnut sauce. This wasn't a fancy restaurant dish. It was a family recipe straight from southern Italy. Crushed walnuts blended with olive oil, garlic, and a dusting of cheese made a sauce that clung to every strand of pasta. Capone loved it because it tasted like home. His mother, Teresa, grew up on meals just like this, stretching ingredients so nothing went to waste. Around the table, soldiers shared stories, laughed, and swore loyalty, all over a plate of humble noodles. Back then, this dish cost maybe 20 cents to make. Today, you'd pay closer to $12 in a trattoria. Proof that even gangsters knew sometimes the simplest meals carry the deepest power. 2. Italian pasta with tomato and meat sauce. If there was one dish that never failed to appear at Capone's table, it was pasta with tomato and meat sauce. This wasn't the watered-down spaghetti night we think of today. This was hearty, slow-simmered sauce bubbling for hours, packed with beef, pork, onions, and herbs poured over thick pasta that could hold its weight. In Chicago's Little Italy, this dish wasn't just dinner. It was Sunday tradition. Families gathered after church, and Capone himself was no different. He often treated his men to plates piled high, a reminder that loyalty meant you'd never leave the table hungry. Stories say he even demanded meat sauce at private meetings, claiming no deal could be trusted without a proper meal first. In the 1920s, a big pot of pasta and meat sauce might cost under $1 to feed 10 people. Today, a single plate could run $18 to $20. Gangster luxury back then, everyday comfort food now. 3. Minestrone soup. Not every meal at Capone's table was about excess. Sometimes the boss leaned into tradition, and nothing was more traditional than a steaming bowl of minestrone soup, packed with beans, carrots, onions, tomatoes, and whatever vegetables were cheapest at the market. It was the kind of dish that stretched to feed an army. For Italian families in Chicago, it was the taste of survival and home. Capone reportedly loved this soup because it reminded him of his mother's kitchen. No two pots ever tasted the same. One day it might be cabbage heavy, the next it leaned on potatoes. And for men who spent their nights guarding doors or cutting deals, a bowl of minestrone was a rare comfort. In the 1920s, a big pot cost barely 15 cents to make. Today, you'd shell out $10 for a bowl in a city restaurant. Humble then, trendy now. 4. Rigatoni al forno. When Capone wanted something richer than soup, he went straight for rigatoni al forno, baked pasta layered with cheese, sauce, and just enough meat to make it hearty. Imagine a bubbling pan pulled from a hot oven, the edges crisped golden, mozzarella stretching as each portion was served. For Capone's crew, this was comfort disguised as celebration. In Chicago's Italian neighborhoods, rigatoni al forno was a Sunday centerpiece. It was the dish mothers made when company came over or when families needed to show abundance, even during lean years. For Capone, it wasn't just food, it was theater. Bringing a tray of baked pasta to the table sent a message. You were valued, and you belonged. 5. Chicken Vesuvio. If there's one dish that screams Chicago Italian, it's Chicken Vesuvio, and Capone was right in the middle of making it famous. Picture golden chicken roasted with garlic, white wine, olive oil, and potatoes, finished with a handful of peas. The dish got its name from Mount Vesuvius in Naples, but in Chicago's backrooms, it became a gangster favorite. Capone loved it because it felt both rustic and refined, hearty enough to feed hungry soldiers after a long night, yet elegant enough for meetings with city officials. In the 1920s, a whole chicken cost less than 30 cents. Today, you'd pay $25 to $30 a plate. Proof that sometimes a gangster's taste lives on long after the guns went quiet. 6. Veal Scaloppine. Capone might have grown up on humble Italian staples, but when it came time to impress, veal scaloppine made its way to the table. Thin slices of veal pounded tender, dredged lightly in flour, and sautéed in butter with a splash of white wine and lemon. This was old-world elegance brought to Chicago, the kind of dish that turned a backroom speakeasy into a private club. Capone liked that it was refined but quick to prepare, perfect for late-night meetings when appearances mattered. In the 1920s, a full dinner might cost $1. Today, that same plate goes for $35 to $45. For Capone, veal wasn't just food, it was status. 7. Baked lasagna. Few dishes carried the weight of tradition at Capone's table like baked lasagna. Thick sheets of pasta layered with ricotta, mozzarella, meat sauce, and parmesan bubbling hot from the oven. This wasn't just dinner, it was heritage. His mother's generation made it to stretch ingredients across a big family, turning scraps of meat into something unforgettable. When Capone hosted his men, lasagna sent a clear message: you're part of the family. 8. Oxtail stew. When Capone's crew gathered in the colder months, one dish that often made an appearance was oxtail stew. Slow-cooked tails simmered for hours with tomatoes, onions, carrots, and red wine until the meat fell off the bone. Capone liked oxtail stew because it was hearty, filling, and reminded him that even scrap cuts could become something extraordinary. In the 1920s, oxtails were dirt cheap. Today, they're a delicacy, $8 to $10 a pound. 9. Beef braciole. On nights when Capone wanted to show off Italian flair, beef braciole was the star. Thin slices of beef rolled up with breadcrumbs, garlic, parsley, and sometimes prosciutto, simmered slowly in tomato sauce until tender. Each roll came out juicy and bursting with flavor, a performance on a plate. For Capone, it symbolized abundance and hospitality. 10. Meatballs in tomato sauce with pasta. No table in Capone's Chicago was complete without classic meatballs in tomato sauce. Big, tender meatballs simmered in a rich red sauce until every bite of pasta carried their flavor. Capone's crew loved it because it was familiar, comforting, and unifying. Back in the 1920s, ground beef was 15 cents a pound, a full meal for 10 under $1. In the end, Al Capone's empire wasn't just built on crime, it was built around the dinner table. Every meal he shared told a story of power, loyalty, and the immigrant dream that shaped America itself. From humble pasta in Little Italy to feasts fit for kings, his food reflected the hunger of a nation rising from chaos. Because even in the shadows of Prohibition, one truth remained. The taste of America has always been more than just food. It's history served warm. This is Remembering America, keeping the past alive, one story at a time. United States.